Hi, you wanna come say hi? Come on. I gotta. What button is this? Run ads. Debated. You're all gonna get ads. Fuck Twitch. Disabled. Good. Let's go. Stream fleet. Should I do hashtag Final Fantasy 11? I might as well. Ooh. Yeah, Final Fantasy 11. What's it doing? Oh yeah, you wanna come say hi? Oh my gosh, you're warm. Girl, you love laying in that sun. Okay. Tweet. Yeah, I know, Kiki. What wrong? Hopefully you guys can hear my cat. You can probably hear every little thing I do. Well, come here. You got space. Space. I want your ears scratched. Yeah, you do. You're doing the little zoning thing. Feels so good. Woo. Come on. Come say hi. Start event. Let's go. Is Rain live? I should just copy and paste this link. Okay, we're live. Oh yeah, we're live. You wanna come say hi? You just wanna lay on the floor. You stretching? Well, come here. Look, I have all this space on my desk you can walk around. I don't really have anything. Do you wanna knock off my glasses cleaner? I'll put this up here so you can knock it over. You wanna do that? Little gremlin. Okay. I got 2 minutes. What up, Malkith? You're number 1, dude. Alright, can you hear me test? Yes. Okay. We still have 50 seconds of ads. I literally meandered my whole way here. We still got ads. Happy Friday. Love that. Dude, isn't it so cute? I love my hair. The only thing that's annoying is that I have to actually brush it every time. With long hair, you can just kind of like throw it in a bun. But when you have bangs, you have to actually make sure they look nice. If I do it wrong, they have, you guys, I mean, like, sometimes I just throw it in a bun or a ponytail, so I brush it up into a ponytail, but I don't have to brush it. Oh, I should ping my friends saying I'm live. Paste, yeah, okay. There we go. Yeah, that issue nose longer, yeah. And, like, with bangs, I have to, like, not curl them, but I have to brush them in a way so they look nice. I can't just be like, oh, brush back all my hair, we'll run out the door. Speaking as a person with long hair. Malka, if you just throw your hair back in a ponytail or braid it, nobody's gonna know if you brushed it or not. What? Well, come say hi. This is why I can't get one of those like Blue Yeti shitty radio mic things because you guys will never hear my cat screaming in the background. And that is a crime against humanity. Okay. What up, Convict Target? You brush your hair for hours but it never looks any better? Is that because you don't have any hair? That you are bald? By choice. I'm assuming by choice. I actually shouldn't say that. I'm assuming by choice. Do you have to shave? I'm guessing though if you don't have hair, you have to shave it more, right? Hey Shroud, how are you? Nice wig. You're talking about my wig back here? You like this wig? Also, your name is showing up in non-English characters, non-English alphabet characters. Look, here's my cat. This is where one of you says, I mean, it's technically not the English alphabet. I'm too stupid to know that, so. It might be. No, the one I'm not wearing a wig. What the fuck? This hair requires more maintenance. Yeah, I have to get my hair cut every 3 weeks because if I don't, my bangs grow my eyes and I do like this thing where I have to brush them out of my face the whole time. It's so annoying. You don't see my cat? You ready for my cat? She's gonna be so mad. Look at her. I have to hold her by her feet like this or she tries to like flail around and then it hurts. Kitty. Yep, now she's sitting on my desk so you can see her booty. Oh, okay. She wants to rub her face against my body. That's how she gets her pets. Look, you can see her butt. She loves it when I just like pat her butt. I don't even have to like scratch it or pet it. Tina OnlyFans show. I do. Actually, I can't advertise OnlyFans on Twitch. If I were to make an OnlyFans, it would be pussy pics and it would be my cat. Get it? Pussy cat. So funny. I know, dude. It's like so creative. Liara created one, and hers was unironically OnlyFans. All she would do is post pictures of fans. You'd pay for that? No. If my cat's gonna make me money, she's gotta do it on Instagram like all the other pets. ISWIDT? What is that supposed to mean? You cringe for that? Dude, it'd be so funny. I'd also maybe throw in feet pics there for the weirdos. I shouldn't say weirdos. People have their kinks. It's whatever. What was it? I was talking with Delana. Someone told Delana to delete her feet pics. No, not delete her feet pics. To delete her pictures that have her feet in them. Oh, I see what you did there. Yeah, okay. I gotcha. My brain ain't working. It's Friday and I've spent all day looking at a report for management. It's been consuming my thoughts. How do I phrase they need a business continuity plan in any more way than if tornado hit, plant go boom, we owe people money. I don't know. Do you understand the feet kink, but you'll support them? Yeah. As long as you're weird, like, as long as your hobbies, interests, kinks, whatever you want to call them, don't hurt anyone else, I, like, really don't care. Oh, yeah, I was talking about Delana. Someone told her to delete all of the pictures with her feet in them. Or to crop them out. Because then they're like, you can make money doing that. And she's like, I don't care. Like, what are you doing, Tina? You resting? She's been sitting on my lap more. I actually really enjoy it. Maybe I'm just because I turned down the heat in my apartment, so she's cold. I don't freaking know. Alright, you guys ready for some news? This week is actually rather light on news, so I don't want to get all y'all's hopes up. Oh, here's my mouse. You see my mouse in the game. So here's Yell Chat. There's a dude doing Yell Chat, and now he's stopped doing Yell Chat, and I'm pissed. Like, how am I supposed to get Yell Chat now? So, big sad there. I don't know if they just stopped because they didn't want to run it anymore or whatever, but if you're ugly, you know, no one would like to see it. Dude, I don't know. Some people like to see weird stuff. Some animals are ugly looking, but I still think they're cute. I don't know. Are they supposed to put it on the site? Oh, yeah, I think they were. I hope they are, but I don't actually know. Maybe that's why he stopped. Oh, Tina? What are you doing? Okay. Alright, so per usual, coming soon TM. Hey Squidgy, how are you? Wrong account? Oh, Yugen, how are you? I was like, first time chatter. Okay, no worries. I don't know if you guys can see that. I as a Twitch account owner, can see it. Alrighty. Are you guys ready? Okay. So, first things first, I always say don't use my stream to harass people. I don't stand for that. Don't bother people because you find their name or anything like that. Please, just don't do it. It's not very nice. Hey Shikamaru, how are you? I am doing well. This weekend I'm refereeing the Captain's Cup. I was gonna say commentating the AT, but that's like 3 years. Actually, it's way longer than 3 years now. It's like 5 years now at this point since I've done that. At least I think. I don't know. COVID has ruined my perception of time. But yeah, don't use my stream. I've tried to censor all the names that I could, right? Keep it, keep people's identities hidden where applicable and whatnot. So first thing is, we have had maintenance this week. It feels like every week we have like, I call it the weekly maintenance, where they kind of just take down the server, update things, call it good. Let me show you this picture. So, oh my gosh. Oh no, I locked it in place. So we've had maintenance. Here, you guys have to read it. So Hugan, as mentioned in chat, they did their maintenance, took the server down, normal time. Eric's saying they brought it back up. He says no patch notes because it was just pre-patch for 1.1. So 1.1 coming next week. And then back-end work, which they probably have their own patch notes for their own back-end. We don't really care to see those, I guess, as players. And then additionally, so server came back up. And everyone's like, yay, server's up. And then apparently people have been running into issues. So there's constant like region crashes, not region, zone crashes. So actually I think they are probably region wide where people are, EXPing, farming, doing their own thing, traveling, and everything crashes for them. And then people are also having issues with gear and link pearls unequipping when they zone, right? So they go from point A to point B. and then they walk into the zone and all their gear's off. And it's super tedious. You have like 16 individual slots to re-equip it. When your link shell's off, so you're trying to have conversation, it's more than just one or two people having these problems. So they're taking, my interpretation is down here is they're taking the server down within an hour to then try and fix those issues. So hopefully they can get that done. It sounds super annoying to try and deal with. Sounds like Ricky sketch with Patrick Stewart. Wait, I don't know that sketch. Are you talking about the server issues and all their gear, and then all their gear falls off? Yeah. Oh, I got you. That's a quote. Okay. Yeah, that's it's actually like a Nintendo game mechanic for certain instances. But it's too late. I've already seen everything. Well, thankfully our in-game, it's not Conan Exiles where you're nude. You have like underwear or whatever it is. So thankfully it's not too inappropriate, because it's kind of startling watching your character just run around naked on accident. But it is a game mechanic. This was one of my favorite things about Final Fantasy XI, was like your gear was important and you had to switch out gear depending on what you were doing. But it was important but not so important that if you didn't have it you were worthless. Because what would happen is you would have bosses, or yeah, I guess bosses, like raid bosses almost sort of thing, and they would just remove your gear. So they'd remove all your equipment, I think, except your weapon, because it's really tedious to lose your weapon to gain like tactical points or TP. And so I remember like being a white mage and like all my macros would equip my staff, and I would have to just like kind of heal and keep people alive while re-equipping my gear. And it was super fun. Market history endpoint back for ESI win. Please soon. Yeah. TP for my bunghole. No, not toilet paper. Tactical points. I think that's what it stands for. So you can do weapon skills. I am Cornholio. I swear to God. No more Beavis and Butthead jokes. But yeah, so that's... I was like, oh, there's no news with the maintenance. And then, like, the news is we need emergency maintenance. So, super exciting, I know, right? Is vigorously pushing for it. Is that because you all get hounded about it, Convict? I see some of the ESI devs hounding poor CCP community team. Like, please, our endpoints. Oh my gosh, you guys are just quoting Beavis and Butthead now. I'm not reading Twitch chat anymore. You guys are terrible. I'm ignoring you guys. This is me not looking at chat. I can't not look at chat. The other news this week... Actually, I could probably show this on stream rather than a screenshot. You're all gonna hate me. So here's my cute little character, by the way. Look, I got like a little hair thing. Oh, you guys can't see it. Fuck. Look how cute my... You can't see it because my face is in the way. Okay. Look, if I do this, you can see my character. She has like a little hair tie. It's super cute. But big news today was Conquest. Right, so Conquest is each of the starter nations taking things over, right? So you see Bastok has this one up here. This one, I think, has only had... one person own it once, and I think it was Sandoria, and I got really lucky. But if you look at all of the Conquest stuff, there's no Windurst. You can see Windurst is like tied for last. Not tied for last. Oh, Windurst owns itself because you can't not own yourself. But like Windurst has nothing. Absolutely nothing. Windurst, big loser. Taking the L this week. It cracks me up because it's like, I've never seen that, I don't think, in all my time playing. Granted, I didn't really pay that much attention to it, but yeah, poor Windurst. They have the lowest population, emergency maintenance in 50 minutes. No, please, my stream. I'm just kidding. I'll be done before then. But yeah, I've never seen it happen before, so it really, really sucks. The good news is they get a longer signet, but bad news is they can't, do like outpost, well, they can't claim new outpost warps for, like, you know, that's always the goal, is to get outpost warps. It kind of screws up markets within Windurst, not into the world, but it screws them up. Sorry, I pet my cat and then I have like, I think it's cat hair on me, or I don't know what's on my eye. Buggy about here of all places. Oh, I gotcha. Getting hounded, but no, because it'd be annoying because, you know, it's super important. Oh, I gotcha. Okay. Manager for the... Oh, yeah. So, Squidgy is community dude for Final Fantasy XI. I use... Whenever I give the Final Fantasy XI folks tips, I always use Eve as a reference. It's actually really fucking fun. Like, Eve is, like, perfect for recommendations. Need to change channel profile picture? Me? Are you saying me? No, dude. I'm keeping my... I love my profile picture. No, I'm keeping it. Alright. So, but there are comments, right? So we talked about Windurst and their lack of conquest. There are comments being made that apparently people are switching to like alts and then suiciding. Lack of bangs. Yeah, I like my bangs though. They're cute. I don't want to change my profile pictures though. Then I have to change it on everything. But there's a gosh, what was I saying? Oh yeah, that people are deliberately dying in areas like regions or zones so that beastmen maintain control. Because the way it works is if you as a player, if your nation kill mobs or whatever, you get points. But then if the beastmen kill players, they get points. And then each week they do a tally. And so the tally has gone nonstop. Like that one region in the north of Sandoria, like has barely ever gotten claimed. And a lot of people say it's happening because it messes with the regional markets. So if no nation has it, then certain vendors don't sell things. Rena's rad, but you're watching the stream because Hilmar and I recently in Final Fantasy devs for a Japanese game site, and now you're kind of interested. You should Convict. Horizon is free. You should try it. It's the true, authentic experience. Final Fantasy 11 is what, you know, like starting EVE Online and how people are like, back in my day, we didn't get a tutorial. There were no guides out there. That's what Final Fantasy 11 was. Like, I remember I had to, like, Google things to be like, how do I get this map? Because there's nowhere to tell you. Like, I tried to get one of my friends to play this. He's like, yeah, they gave me an item for a tutorial, and then I didn't know where to go, so I just quit. And it's like, that's exactly what EVE Online was. It's like the same thing. You did your time in EVE already. So low-level suicide no longer affect conquest? Yeah, so that's what people were doing, where they were trying to encourage the conquest of the beastmen so that way they could maintain control of a market. A lot of people were saying, oh, it's considered griefing. There's no K Club. What are you talking about, Panda Bear? This is for Horizon. Horizon doesn't have K Clubs. I think if you had one, you're probably going to get banned for something or have it removed. What? Well, what do you mean? You want to come say hi? You have the window open and then the sun's on the ground. She stares at me. Okay, well, come here. I don't know what she wants. Octave Club. Yeah, Octave Club, you can't. You guys can hear her. She does this to me every day. Oh, a kink club? Oh my gosh. We cannot advertise that here, dude. I'm gonna get banned. I'm probably gonna get banned just for saying OnlyFans. What does the NM drop them? Octave Club. They, I heard that somebody got K Club, and then within 24 hours, AGM came in and switched it for an Octave Club. Sorry, someone's messaging me. Kink Club. Final Fantasy 14, not 11. I swear to God. Yep, same with the BCNM. Yep. Who's gonna Oh, Twitch will ban you for mentioning OnlyFans. You're not allowed to advertise mature rated websites, because OnlyFans is a mature rated website on Twitch, right? That was like a huge. God, I touched my face and my cat. So does that mean Kmart is? No. OnlyFans isn't amateur rated, really. No, mature. It's mature. Like, you have to be 18 in order. Older. 18 in order. I guess that kind of makes sense. So you're not allowed to mention it. Those are Twitch rules. Twitch has, like, really picky rules for things. That's why, it's a missing space. Oh, I got you. Sorry, my bad. I think it is. I'm pretty sure it is. Finally, the L chat is back. Thanks. Yeah, I'm sorry. After this stream, I'm leaving, and there's maintenance, so I can't leave my stream running. But I might start that back up over the weekend or next week. You guys get my free ad revenue now. Service website like Patreon, yeah. See, you're allowed to mention Patreon. We interviewed with was a huge... Really? That's awesome. Tell Final Fantasy 11 to do open world PvP, because I feel like it would be actually really fun. Normally I hate open world PvP, but I want it in this weekend, please. Okay, I will try it. The thing is, I play all the time on the weekend, but I can try. Okay, so Conquest. We were talking about Winter's Conquest, and it somehow took us 15 minutes for like a 2-second conversation. Apparently it's getting changed according to Hugin, or Squidgy, whichever name he goes by. Last week, you know how I had a bunch of corrections last week? So this week, I have more of a bragging right. You remember how I complained about Dynamis last week, or Dynamis, whichever people want to call it? Guess what? It's back. This stream single-handedly brought it back. This isn't me. This is a, a staff account, or a staff person. But he saw my stream, he's like, you know what, Rain's right. I'm gonna click the button to enable it. So, I'm gonna take full credit for that, but Dynamis is re-enabled. I'm also level 66, and I got the cutscenes, so I'm actually able to do it, so I'm kind of excited. I don't know if you would say actively developing it. I believe they're just, like, maintenance mode it, because they're trying to encourage, my cat's on my lap again. They're trying to encourage people to go to, like, Final Fantasy 14. I feel like a Final Fantasy 11 Classic server would be largely successful. I don't know why Square Enix doesn't do it. I would pay for it. I'd pay $20 a month. Hell yeah. Take me back. But yeah. With Dynamis. So Dynamis is there was a lot of talk during the Mog House meeting about Dynamis and how it's instance, but only one group can be in the instance at once. So it seems like there's a lot of talk for like a community spreadsheet. I probably have no desire to run a community spreadsheet. Horizon staff here, stated by Kipling, said they are not going to run a community spreadsheet, but if the community wants to, they can. So if you're a big nerd and you like Dynamis and you want to be like, oh, I want to schedule things, go make a spreadsheet or something, or a calendar. I don't know what you would call it, and have people do that to sign up, so then that way nobody overlaps. The reason you want to do that is because it would suck to be like, hey guys, we're going to spend the next 3 hours doing this event, and then you go to get ready for it, and there's another group already in there. CCP doing blockchain stuff. They got a side project. They got funding for a side project. You love Moogles? Yeah. Characters are hiragana? What do you mean? What up, Z? How are you? But yeah, so I think I just got a piece of cat hair in my mouth. I'm grumpy now. But yeah, so if you guys want to do something to help the community or whatever, this would be a way to do it. Do the little spreadsheet thingy. If you're like some in-game, whatever, social link shell person duder, definitely go do that. Alright. Oh, I also have updates from prior streams. I'm gonna remove this. You guys remember how, like, there's that one streamer that got banned? As far as I know, I believe they're permanently banned. I haven't seen them stream. I haven't seen anything said from them. So I'm gonna go off the assumption that no news is bad news, so I'm assuming they are permanently banned. Let's look at a dynamic scheduling thing. You take a class or two on spreadsheets, you have no idea what even. Valimer just do what I do and Google everything. Every time I want to do something on a spreadsheet, I'm like, I don't know how to do this, so I Google it. Like, I'm like, what's a VLOOKUP? Googled it. Now I know how to use VLOOKUPs. It's so great. Oh, Japanese character sets. I gotcha. Okay. But yeah, so I just want to give you all an update. Pretty sure that poor streamer's banned. I'm kind of sad. Why they were permabanned. Oh, they were accused of using not third-party I think third-party programs. So not something integrated into the game, but like it would show them. It was like cheating, essentially. They weren't botting. They weren't using shorthand, but they were using some way of using a program to kind of gain an unfair advantage, which of course is cheating. All right, like when I say don't use shorthand, don't use any other program that gives you an unfair advantage because you will be banned. This is a prime example of it. Like, don't do things to get yourself banned. I also talked about, what should I call it? What did I say? So you remember last week how I talked about the RMT and the prices, and I said this is very indicative of like players. What was I saying? It's very indicative of the staff banning people who RMT because the prices are so high. So either they're banning the flow or they're either banning the supply, which they could be doing, right? Because most people, when you sell RMT money, do it via botting or other illegal means. Or they're banning the buyers. And I actually saw a screenshot. I don't have it prepared, but I saw a screenshot that was like, hey guys, buy my ISK. And then it was, just kidding, I was banned. And they actually credited GM Apuk for banning them, which is really funny. I feel like, I know there are more than one GM, but he's the GM, she, the only GM I know of, because everyone mentions them when they get banned. 30 power crowns give you gameplay. Yes, exactly. Ooh. Oh, they've been banning RMT on both sides. Yeah, GM Range Daddy. Hell yeah, dude. For Horizon, you don't know if you're talking Eve. Oh yeah, it's for Horizon. Yeah, this is not an Eve stream right now. I'll do Eve streaming this weekend though. So I'll be on the CCP. Technically I won't be on the CCP stream, but I'll be refereeing on the CCP stream, and then I'll be doing talking stations. Headset randomly died. I wasn't charging it either. Didn't charge it before this. You're gonna button in the chat, then one Saturday. You're gonna be a button in the chat. You can, just be careful, because I'm not the only one modding. I see ISD mod. Actually, it was surprising. There are over 1,000 viewers for the CCP stream, and I think There was like maybe one person who needed to be banned, and it was probably a bot. But most of the time, people were really good. So I was thoroughly impressed, at least. And then, so talking about like things and rumors, there was a lot of people have been to buy Guildford. No, you can't do that. That's RMT, dude. You're gonna get me banned. You're yourself banned. There was another thing. I've seen a lot of questions. I'm gonna post this. I've seen a lot of questions about a staff member. I blocked out the staff member's name because, as far as I'm aware, they're no longer a staff member. They've stepped down. I wanted to say I've heard through the grapevine that they are doing okay. So if you're like, hey, where's this staff member? They've stepped away. They're outside, quote unquote, touching grass or whatever the kids like to say. They didn't leave on bad blood. But I know I was concerned when I heard, like, hey, they're no longer staff. I was like, oh my gosh, what happened? Like, I enjoyed talking to them in chat or whatever and, like, memeing with them. But they are okay. So if you're like, hey, guys, this Horizon staff member's gone, they are okay. Don't freak out. Super happy with the mood in the CCP channel lately. You did a 2-hour PvP stream today. It was super chill. Dude, I love that. That's so wholesome. I'm actually really excited to like see that. That's how it was like over the weekend too with like eveners. Like the rowdiest people got were like demanding more matches. They're like, please stop talking. We want more matches. Like that's so wholesome. But yeah, I wanted to point this out just purely because I know a lot of people are speculating, and speculating usually leads to like negative news, and I don't want it to be negative news. Just guys, Zoomer term for get the fuck off the internet. Yeah, so that's what they did. They're focused on real life. I mean, like, shit happens. That happens to me, like, 3 months out of the year at least. I'm, like, out doing work shit and all this stuff and family shit. It's almost always, like, right around and right before the holidays. In terms of other, like, I don't know if I want to say drama news, because it's not really drama. But just so you guys know, there are still black screens and R0s. So if you go to Juno, just know people are still having issues. So I'm going to say this. Normally I say stay out of lower Juno. Just don't go to Juno in general. You don't need to go to Juno. Use your OP warps. Like if you're Sandorian, you should never need to go to Juno. Like, oh, what do you need to do? You need to go take an airship? Nah, just OP warp to any of these other regions and just run there. Like, you don't need to go to Juno. Stay out of Juno. You wonder why they don't fix that? It's because there's a lot of issues for it, right? So we're having emergency maintenance to fix one of the issues, but there's multiple issues and reasons for it, anime. Because that's my thought too, is if it's just one issue, fix that one issue. But it's way more than just one issue. And so then I realized there's also not a lot of comments for R0. So I did black screen too. And that was before today, because there's been additional stuff today. So this is not including today. So it's way more today. OP warps of Juno are cheap on lower level requirements. Just hit 75 and you never have to worry about it. That's mean, I shouldn't say that. Or actually, depending where you go, right? Because you can go to Volcrum Dunes as a higher level character, go to Selbina, change, and you can do that for most stuff. Just OP warp and then change your job, because there are nomad Moogles like everywhere. So you could still do that, or just get a teleport. That's the other option. But yeah, highly recommend don't go to Juno. If you're worried about it or keep running into issues, just don't go to Juno. The same price for the cities. It's just from the OP, is that? Oh, okay, I gotcha. So that's my PSA. I talk about it all the time. For some wholesome good news, this is what I've been doing this past week. It's been a shit ton of fun. I've been doing cure burn parties. So I've kept the name here because I'm actually advertising. I didn't ask their permission. I probably should have asked for their permission. So this is Flown. And they've started a link shell called Cure Burn. And this is where all white mages can go for like a link shell. So social link shell, they just hang out. But what they do, this person has like organized guides of like, here's how, like, we're going to do spell farming parties. We're going to do artifact farming parties. We're going to do, limit break farming parties. And then what they also do is we're going to organize EXP parties from anywhere from like, I think it's like level 21 all the way to 75. And so I've been doing this. It's been a shit ton of fun. All you get are like 4 or 5 white mages, and then like, depending on the party, so like at lower levels it's just all white mages, and then at higher levels you get 2 summoners and 4 white mages, maybe like 3 white mages and a paladin depending. And so then the summoner's skill chain, and it does like, I think it's fusion or light or whatever, and then you magic burst off of that, It's so much fun. I've had so much fun doing it. I've hit like 1,000 damage holies and shit, and it's so much fun. Everyone's always like, Rain, why is your divine magic so high? And it's like, bro, it's almost 200 because all I do is cast holy and banish. It's so much fun. So if you are a white mage or you have a sub job that's a white mage, go join this link shell and just like hang out with people, and it's a shit ton of fun. Because you know what, the worst that happens, you can be like a grumpy old person like me, or like, I don't want to be social with people. Well, get in the link shell anyway as your like level 37 white mage, and then when you need an EXP party for a white mage, you just switch to this link shell and you go, hey guys, anyone want to level? It's a normal party. And then you can do it. It's not a macro. Actually, it technically is a macro. Final Fantasy has macros. And you can actually put, you know, like how in Eve you can't have like more than one line for one button press. Final Fantasy you can. So I can switch all my gear and start casting things or target things. I can do like a wait command. I can do like cast spell, wait, cast second spell. It's super cool. That's only allowed in Final Fantasy though. You have to use the in-game stuff. There's probably some add-on that makes it more convenient, but I don't do any of that. There's macros in Eve. You can technically do macros in Eve, you just get banned for it, right? So like, let's say I had a macro in Eve, right? That said, hey, when I press F, I want all of my guns to shoot at the same time. Wait, would that... No, I want all of my smart bombs to go off, because you can stack your guns. I forgot about that. Right? So that's like 6 different button presses, depending on your smart bombing ship, for one button press. That's illegal. In Final Fantasy, you can do that. So I could say, hey, cast Protectra, wait 5 seconds, cast Shellra. And that's allowed, because that's within Final Fantasy. In Eve, you can't. In Eve, you can only do button binds, so it's only 1-to-1. I think that's how Eve defines macros. So in Eve, macros are doing more than one command to one button press. If it's just hotkeys, right? So let's say I have F to shoot my guns, like D or whatever to micro warp drive. Like it's just a 1-to-1 click, then that's fine. I use smart bombs because you can't stack smart bombs. You can stack guns. So if you're like, oh, I just want to stack... So if you have your guns split and do it, you get in trouble. So you might as well just stack them if you're going to do that. But yeah, highly recommend joining Cureburn. It's a shit ton of fun. I don't know if you guys know Samurai Jake. Samurai Jake has been doing a lot of stuff with that group too. So like he went out... I watched him on a stream Wednesday. He went out and farmed like 10 or so like Fei-Yin keys so people could get their teleport scrolls and stuff like that. And he's been doing a lot of work to helping with people. So like this is, when I talk about super wholesome community shit, this is the stuff I talk about. And I love it. Absolutely love it. It's super amazing. The other thing too, speaking of community, so when I was doing one of these white mage burns, there were beasts killing some of the mobs we were killing. And I messaged one and said, hey, is there any way you can like kill the crabs instead of the skeletons? And he's like, oh, I thought you guys were killing the crabs. I said, no, we're trying to kill the skeletons because we're white mage burning. So when things go bad and you have to fight a skeleton, you can cure the skeletons to death. I don't know if you guys know this. It's fucking amazing as a healer. You just run around and you're like, oh, a skeleton cure, and it just dies. Super cool. And I was talking to him. He's like, no, I'm trying to farm spells. I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. You know, whatever. But he was nice and like left. And then... as our white mage party was dwindling down, I let him know, like, hey, if you want to come back, you can. But then there was another Beastmaster. And he was killing skeletons, but we were killing things slower, so I was like, okay, he's not taking our mobs, it's fine. And you have a white mage at 39. How do you get a pearl? So talk to Floan, Floanzilla, or Flawnzilla. Message them in game. Otherwise, if you seek as a white mage, or just like search for them, and then you can get invited to the Discord in the link shell. We're recruiting people. I say we. They're recruiting people all the time. Like every time I see a white mage or I get in a party with a bunch of white mages, I say, hey, does anybody need a pearl? Because this is how we organize this stuff. It's super fun. What was I saying? Oh, that Beastmaster. And then our party, so we only had 3 white mages and then 2 summoners, and one of the skill chains missed. So we weren't able to skill chain. I think we were low on mana. And so we started like cascade dying, and like we were using bennies and stuff to try and stay alive. So the Beastmaster actually ran over and helped us, and it was super wholesome. So I don't know why people talk so much shit about Beastmasters or about other people being shitty. Like I think like everyone except maybe like one person I've met in this game has been super chill. So wholesome shout out to all y'all playing this game. It's so much fun. But yeah, that's the end of my news. Next week is March 31st. Next Friday is March 31st. That's the planned 1.1 patch. I'll probably stream extra during 1.1 just to like hopefully cover all the news. I'm assuming we're going to get a lot of patch notes, a lot of things that were affected and or changed. So I'll do that. At some point, my character is level 66 now. I've been EXPing in Sky in these White Mage Burn parties. I also have to fight Matt at some point, and my strategy for Matt this time around is apparently super different than how I did it on retail. So I'll probably stream that, and then you guys can listen to me scream a bunch. But it should be hopefully tons of fun. I'm like kind of dreading fighting Matt. I get anxiety. And so all I can think of is like I'm gonna lose, and then I gotta farm a stupid a stupid testimony over again, and I'm gonna hate it. So kind of dreading it from that perspective, but I will stream it so you guys can come in and laugh. The fight should really only take like 10 minutes tops. I just have to survive for 5 minutes from them. Also, Black Final Fantasy 14, I sent you a Discord link in your DMs. That's the White Mage Cureburn party. Link shell for that. Matt fight anxiety is nothing compared to Eve PvP anxiety. See, you say that? You say that? No, that's a good point. I always dread dying to NPCs more than players. Because, like, if I die to a player, I can say, oh, they're better than me, right? But if I die to an NPC, NPCs technically do everything in order, right? Like, they make no mistake. They're harder because they make no mistakes, but they also are easier because you can figure it out. You can't figure out a fight with a player. But yeah, I never want to die to NPCs. I also die a lot in Eve. I have like over 1,000 deaths, so I'm kind of used to dying in Eve. I haven't lost anything big. Like, I've lost capitals, but I haven't lost super capitals. So maybe when I feed my Nyx, I'll take that back. But yeah, that's the news for this week. It's not really a lot, but that's okay because there should hopefully be more next week. Shout out to all y'all coming in and listening and hanging out. Do you guys want me to raid someone? I'm gonna go raid Al. Yeah, let's go raid Al. I like stopped in and tuned into his stream. He's going to not PAX. He's going to TwitchCon. But it's 5 o'clock here. I'm gonna go to the bar with my friends and family, which sounds weird. I hang out with my mom a lot socially, and then like some old friends. But thank you all for hanging out. I super appreciate it. I am around all weekend. So if you need something, message me. I'm kind of like busy. Like I'll be refereeing and doing some stuff. I'm doing D&D tomorrow too, so it should be fun. But I'll be doing Talking in Stations Sunday, and then I want to stream Sunday too. So we'll see how I do that. Yeah, no worries. Alright, thank you everybody for hanging out. Hey Oda, welcome back, dude. Good to see you again. But yeah, I will drink safe. I plan on biking, so then that way there's no risk of drinking and driving. And then that way, if I wreck something, it's more of my face on the concrete instead of like a minivan or something like that. Have fun at D&D. Yeah, D&D is always fun. My group's really good. But thank you, everybody. Alright, I'm gonna hit the raid button. Go say hi to Al. Go send him tons of love, okay? Bye, team.